And welcome back to another Chain World. As always, Rock here, and we've done a little bit since last time. It's a lot of been preparing for this episode. But let's get right into it. We'll go over a little bit of what we have planned, what we've been preparing, and we'll go from there. So we have decided our descendant for whence we complete the Chain World. I managed to get a hold of them and talk to them, and they said they were interested. So the next person in line for the Chain World is Mia of Mia Plays. She's a friend of a few of ours. Pretty sure Cthulhu and Proxy, or at least Cthulhu might know her. I think so. Maybe. Something like that. Anyway, she's a friend, a YouTube friend. And I asked her, and she said she was interested. And so she will be the torchbearer once we complete our session in the Chain World. So before we end up passing on the Chain World, we'll have to figure out some type of puzzle. At least it seems like the last couple have been puzzles. So we'll have to figure out some type of puzzle or scavenger hunt for her. Additionally, we went ahead and added the second support beam over on our bridge. We pretty much mirrored this support beam, so it looks pretty good. Now, I'm not sure if we might need to move the support beam closer to the other one, but for now, that should be good. With that said, there was a whisper in the wind from one of our ancestors that said they weren't too keen necessarily on the floor design of the bridge. The bridge, I guess the walls of the bridge and the pillars itself looked fine, but it was the flooring of it. So, not knowing really what else to do, I figured I would propose a few designs for the flooring, see what you guys think, and if anyone has any better ideas, you're always welcome to suggest it. But we'll show a few designs, and if there's any designs that are more interesting than what we have, I'm always happy to change what we got. So this is kind of currently what we have right now. It's these are 6 long, I guess you could say, repeatable patterns. So it's this right here is our Tetris pieces, followed with the ziggy-zagginess of the stone slabs. So that's the current design we have. We'll label this 1. Number 2 is more of just a checkerboard pattern. Number 3 is kind of it would be a zigzag back and forth. 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here kind of thing. So that's 3. Number 4 is more of a one wide zigzag. And I suppose there probably could be 3 long zigzags and stuff like that, but I just kind of threw a few examples together. Number 5 is kind of just very straightforward, either spruce strips on the outside and a stone slab on the inside, or stone slabs on the outside and the spruce slabs on the inside. And then number 6 is kind of this arrowy pattern that's 2 pointed, or it's like an arrow with a point and an arrow with a point. So that'd be number 6. So there's a few suggestions on what might work for the bridge flooring. So if you have any opinions on any of these, or if you have any ideas for a different type of floor pattern, I figured with how the current setup as the bridge is now, it's kind of a 3x3 that's kind of patterned, which in this case is 3x3 flipped in pattern, and then flipped in pattern, and flipped in pattern. So there's a few ideas right there. We'll leave the flooring pattern as is for now. However, if you have any strong opinions as to if you like any of these or have any ideas for patterns, feel free to leave a comment down below, and we'll get into fixing the flooring as is. So that leads us into yes. That leads us back to base. Now, I seem to have forgotten a simple rule while we were writing our to-do list for last time. So I went ahead and got rid of the signs and went ahead and made myself a little book that has all of our little to-dos that we have left. So we have the spruce up the village still, build a bridge to the village. We still need some glowstone for the bridge, so we still have a little bit left to do. I think aside from the glowstone and then adding the trapdoors on the outsides, that's the extent of what we have for the bridge. So we're almost done that right there. Picking our descendant, we just announced who our descendant is, so we did complete one thing today. Make a monument to Brian. We'll probably talk a little bit about that today. What I might have in mind, or what we could possibly do. Fight the Ender Dragon. That's probably going to be near one of the last things we'll do for this series, as there's a chance of dying with that, and we're still going to need to enchant some gear. And then set up our jank little farm, which is a bit of a stretch goal if we manage to kill the Ender Dragon and not fail miserably. So let's get a little bit of sleeping going. So after that, I did manage to make one additional house in the village. I figure we might as well head over there real quick, take a look at that before we get too deep into anything new. So let me cut my way over there, and I'll show you guys that real quick before we head into anything new. So I'll be right back. Alright, so this is the house design I kind of threw together. Now I'm not entirely sure if I'm happy with it or not. It seems a bit odd, and more or less these were kind of experimental ideas. I was trying to change the base materials a bit, since these have more been cobblestone with a little bit of stone slabs and wood frames. This one's a bit different, where it's the stone brick stairs around the window, but it's been mostly the same. So I tried switching that up a little bit with this house, and I did take advantage of some of the spruce fence posts that we accidentally made before. So I'm not too entirely sure if I'm happy with this building, or what we could do to possibly modify it to be better. It was an idea. We might leave it for now, but I'm not entirely sure if I'm happy with it. It's a bit odd of a building, but it does have a nice upstairs, nice view of the tree. Another thing I've been thinking about possibly doing is maybe adding a little rug under the tree, which could be a nice sprucing up of the tree for the village. I also went ahead and added some more beds to the houses in case if someone gets locked out into the area. They could sleep, which I've had to use a few times since building the various houses. So that is what we've been doing last time. What I've been kind of thinking for this episode was doing a little bit of talking about what we might want to do for, say, Brian's monument, or some type of memento to Brian. I know Cthulhu had left a graveyard over there, which is what I think he used as a bit of a nod to the previous ancestors, which kind of goes in addition to his rule that he added. But I'm not sure. I could technically add Brian's tombstone into there, or I could do something monument-y. Maybe make his face at a upper body, his profile. I'm not sure. But for today, I think I'm going to do a little bit of wandering around in the Nether, which could be potentially dangerous, but we are in need of glowstone to complete the bridge. So if we are able to successfully get enough glowstone to complete the bridge today, it's definitely will give us 2. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. We definitely could use a wall there. But if we are able to successfully at which I have been here once before to get a touch of glowstone, but I didn't really go too deep into it. That's some glowstone there. What's my video render distance at? Let's bump this bad boy up to 12. That should make things a little better for us. Now I don't know exactly where the Nether fortress is, seeing as we have blaze rods. So there's probably a Nether fortress somewhere. And if I had to guess, it's probably along this torched pathway back here. But we're in need of a bit more glowstone for the bridge. And at some point, we'll probably want to... Ooh, that could have been bad. We'll probably want to secure our way to the Nether fortress, or find a new Nether fortress, or at least secure some quartz or glowstone for our descendants. Okay. Trying to find out where the pathway is. Starts here, goes down. Yeah. It's going over there. Let's just follow this along for now. Though we may stop and grab a little bit of this quartz. This quartz will be a really good source of XP for us, especially if we're planning to. Hi, Pigman. Especially if we're planning to go to especially if we're planning to do the Ender Dragon fight. I'm going to need to enchant some gear. Oh yeah, look at that. And if anything, it gives us some quartz to do some building with, or our descendants to do some building with a little bit. One less thing for them to have to do, which I'm probably going to have to do a little bit of farming myself. I've used up a lot of cobble, used up a lot of wood, so we may need to head back into... I think there's a mine somewhere that we'll have to find. Did I see the mine? I don't know if I did. I might have. But we're going to have to do some cobblestone farming. And... oh. That's not good. Okay, it sounds like it's that way. Now, going this way, is it going to cause a problem? Will this be the end of our adventure? Not today, my friend. Not today. We'll have to keep an eye and ear out for gas, because they potentially do a hell of a lot of damage to us, which isn't something we exactly want to deal with. Now, continuing on with what I said of us talking about what we plan to do for the Brian Monument. Though I want to figure out first... okay, it's over there. Figure out first where we had to go. Now... comes down to what we want to do for the Brian Monument. It looks like what Brian did with Cthulhu's is he kind of just built a Cthulhu chest up little figure in the water. With Brian, I don't know exactly what I would do. We could do something related to bingo. That's, as of recently, what Brian has been most well known for. Aside from bingo, he has his Minecraft exploration and tactics series, so we could do some type of ode to that, maybe. That looks like it's that. And it looks like one of our ancestors may have cobbled in a spawner. Actually, that doesn't necessarily look like a spawner. It is a staircase, though. Well, we've gotten a bit of quartz. However, we're still in search for glowstone. Okay, no, it's just a safety catcher. And oh, that doesn't look safe at all. Ooh, that's a nice pocket of glowstone there. Oh, not right now, my friend. I hear you. Crying all abouts. You with your baby cry. Where is it? It's in a very, very unfortunate place. Well, as long as he doesn't pay too much mind to us, I won't pay too much mind to him. Which I can't imagine that's going to be the case, unfortunately. Let's go up here. Let's try to grab a little bit of glowstone up here. And I'm trying to think of how much glowstone I'm actually going to need. I should have counted it. I could think we might need not necessarily a stack of glowstone. But we'll probably need let's just assume on the grand scale that we'll need a stack of glowstone. So it means we're going to need 4 stacks of dust. Eesh. Okay. And to say the least, the Nether is where it's going to be the most scary for me at the moment. At least until we get into the end. I've always had very poor luck when it came to doing exploration in the Nether. For those of you who aren't familiar, I have done a few series, few survival-based series. A couple of them were a modded-based series. Oh, someone's messaged me on Steam. A few of them were a modded-based series on a server that was called the Craftsman Collective. And there was a lot of cool stuff that I kind of wish I could do in this series. One of the things I did on that server was I made a spawner farm. So the farm itself was using a couple of different plugins. I think I was using one called Mistcraft, where it allowed you to create teleporters. So like you could create these essentially what you could do is you can make a book and make a portal frame, and that portal frame could teleport to another place. And so what I did was I made a that was the first one was that. The second mod that I used in the mob farm that I made with it was I don't remember what it was called, but it allowed me to Book of Souls, something like that. It essentially allowed me to create my own spawners, and the more, every time I killed a mob with that book in my inventory, it added a soul, quote-unquote soul, to it. And okay, I'll just break these for now. And essentially, at certain milestones, it would do different things. So I pretty much maxed out the books of souls for different mobs, and at the end, it ended up like it would spawn when you created a spawner with the maxed out book of souls. It spawned that mob of whatever book it was at like, it was like 4 per second or something like that, 4 mobs per second. And essentially, using a bit of red power mods, I made a mob farm where you could farm and almost pretty much every type of mob. You could farm skeletons, you could farm wither skeletons, you could farm blazes. I didn't have ghast in it because ghast would have been a bit of a pain to fill up a book of souls with. Though another thing with the book of souls is that pretty much if you used it to destroy a spawner, it would add a whole bunch of charges to it, which was nice. But essentially, I had like a zombie. It was a giant farm with a bunch of levers, and you could select what type of mob you wanted, and you can turn it on and off. And so it would spawn, I think it was like 4. I want to say 4, but I'm not 100% positive. But it was like really fast farming, spawning of creepers, pigmen, zombies, skeletons, wither skeletons. It was pretty much the ultimate farm, all in like a centralized location. You can be a pain in the butt to destroy. I'm gonna avoid you for now, and that's kind of one of those things I wish I could do in this. However, it was one of those features that was a modded feature, not a vanilla feature, which would have been really awesome to have in this series for our descendants. However, that will not be the case, unfortunately. I could see, however, in the future there being some type of chain world, a modded chain world series. That would be a cool series. And there could be a lot of really cool features and structures and stuff built with that, between stuff like Red Power and Mistcraft and some of the, I don't know what, I'm trying to think what the mod was called. I don't know off the top of my head. There we go. Which he probably dropped a ghast here if I had to guess. But back to Brian's, what I was kind of talking about, but got distracted by. Kind of thinking with this monument, we might do something in relation to probably, it's hard to say. Bingo, Minecraft Bingo would probably be the easiest type of monument to make a reference to for Brian, just because that's his, let's say it's his most well-known series as of recently. I'm a little scared as to what I'll find nearby. There's Blaze somewhere. What are you? Oh, hello. You can go back to base with us, and so can you. We have nether warts at base. Fire resist potion. I'm going to bring that with me, just in case. Ah, there it is. There's that bad boy. Now I feel like we should properly disable that spawner, but I'm not too sure. Let's do that. Oh, I don't have the glowstone to disable it, though. Something like that might be. Well, do we want to disable it? Ah, nope. There's our first touch of damage. Let's not disable it for now. I'm glad I put that. Well, the fire resist wouldn't have done a whole lot, but I'm glad I put it there. Where'd my sounds go? Okay, there we go. Am I lagging? Let's get out of here. I don't want anything to do with you. Though I do have fire resist, so it doesn't... Ah. I think there's a touch of lag there. We'll leave that alone for now. If I had some wood, we'd set up a door there. Any wood here? There's wood here. We should put a door here. If there was some glass in here... No. I was hoping. Say if there was some glass in here, I could set up a window. That might be a good for window. Something like that. Anyways, as I was saying, doing something related to a bingo card, bingo monument might be the easiest thing to do for Brian, but I'm not entirely sure. I got 6 minutes left. However, feel free to give suggestions. What you might think might work well for a... Oh, no. You. Nothing to do with you, my friend. A withered skeleton would be the death of me. Probably not quite the death of me, but it would definitely hurt my XP. Or not my XP, my HP. Oh. Okay. Randomly pause the game. Nope. Okay, so... Ooh. So what am I thinking? Something bingo card related. Maybe Brian's upper body with a bingo card. Oh, that's why. Oh. Maybe his upper body and a bingo card. Maybe he's holding a bingo card. That might work well. We'll think about it. That's definitely... Okay, that's not going to lead anywhere. Definitely something to keep in mind. We'll have to think about it. Definitely an idea. As for what we'll do with Mia, or Moya as I call her, it'll probably be some type of little scavenger hunt, much like Cthulhu got, much like Brian gave me. Some little simple first scavenger puzzle, and then it'll lead into some clues that will lead to other ones. Something like that. Now this is going to give me not quite a stack yet. Is this the way I need to go? I'm already lost. This is the bad thing about traveling around in these nether fortresses. It's very easy to get lost. Oh! Ooh. Rock, you're playing a dangerous game. You're playing a dangerous game. Okay. Let's see. Alright. I accidentally tapped my mic and I wanted to make sure I wasn't buzzing. Okay, let's find our way out of here. I think it might be enough glowstone. I should have thrown it together where we were, which... Let's grab this right here. Might be enough glowstone. We've got 2 minutes. Let's try it with what we got, I guess. And if necessary, we can come back again. But I think this might be good for now. Alright, let's make our way out of here. Overall, I think that's what we have in mind for some upcoming stuff with the series, for our Brian Monument, with our Mia little scavenger hunt. Still not entirely sure what I want to do with that in that regards, but that's just an idea. Now we need to go back this way. I think once we get out of here safely, we'll be good to run over to our bridge, throw in some glowstone, and then probably call it there. I think our episode is going to be half hour or so, maybe a little bit more. One of our more longer episodes for the series. Been trying to keep it very low in duration episodes for the series, as kind of some more casual series and doesn't need as much time per episode investment. Not at least in comparison to my Monumental Victory series, which can occasionally have close to hour-long episodes or 45 minutes episodes, depending on the situation that's going on. Alright, almost there, I think. Hello? There we go. Perfect. Let's just hope it's not nighttime. Oh. Looks like it's daytime. Plenty of time to spare. Now I'll definitely have to build some more. Actually, do I have my chest over here still? I don't know if I did. I think I picked it up. I might have to run back to base and get some trapdoors. I mean, if anything, we can set it up for now, and then we can go ahead. Was there a... There is a workbench over here. Perfect. We have a few trapdoors, so if anything, we can set it up now, and then I can finish it off screen to give you guys an idea of what I was thinking with it. We have almost a stack, which is pretty good. So let's get a couple in there, give you an idea of what it will look like, and we can finish it off screen, I think. We'll be happy with that. Okay, so like I was saying, we'll knock out that block, throw in a glowstone, and a bit scared to shift out around here. Just like that. Ooh, ooh. Almost walked out. Okay, we'll do a couple of these two last remaining ones, and I think we'll be good to call it an episode with that. Perfect, perfect. So that was kind of what we had in mind right there. Let me get over here to give you a better view of it. I think that will look pretty good overall, and will also give us some good lighting for that bridge. But that is the episode for today. Time flies so very fast when we're recording the chain world. That's going to do it for today, guys. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, or feedback, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. As always, this is Rock, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!